Right, welcome to the last update, update 8. As you can see, everything's ready now. I've left the wood around the outside, but I've also got some tape around the bottom as well, so and dug it all in and smoothed it off, just in case there's any leakages. I hope there isn't, but just in case. Everything else is solid on there. Little grass tufts are all done. Everything's ready for the water. So what I'm going to use, so I'll put that to the side at the moment, is clear casting resin, water clear polyester resin for casting and embedding. And I've got some hardener as well, which I'm going to do roughly, I reckon, I'm going to go 300. I think 300 may be too much, but we can soon see. So let me just pour this out into here. Should really have my gloves on, shouldn't I? Naughty, should put my gloves on. Where are they at? Tighten that lid up. That'll have to go back outside. Let's put these gloves on before I do any damage to my hands or anything. Oh, I hate using these things. It's like going to bed with your clothes on. And because I've got quite chunky little hands, they never bloody fit. One. Oh, horrible feeling. Right, then we're going to add the hardener. I'm going to use one of these pipettes that I buy by the hundreds, and it's actually 3mm. It says 3mm on there, so I'll be using 2 of those for that kind of amount. So. A little touch more. Right, put the lid on that. Give it safe and give this a good mix. Should have something really bigger than this, but it'll do. See if I've got anything better, sturdier. Stinks like, but I've got the ventilation, I've got the window open. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So I'll have to find somewhere stronger to mix it with. Tell you what I'll use the reverse of one of these just for now, and then I can clean it up later. That's better. It's a good mix, like. And I'm going to use a colour into this because I want it to be a mucky stream, not a clear stream, obviously, with all the stuff that's on the bottom and everything. So I'm going to use a Vallejo, just a Vallejo khaki, and I'm only going to put maybe a single drop in there to start with. It's been shaken up, so let us see what we've got. Okay, so let's still try one drop. Yep. You can see how it's colouring already. Just one minute drop. I think it wants to be a bit darker, I think. More like a murky stream, maybe another drop. One more for look, I think. Right. With a good mix. I still think it could be a bit darker. It's not quite there. It's another couple of drops. That's more like it. That's more like it. Let's just make sure it's mixed at the bottom. I've only ever used this once before and it came out okay, so let's hope this bloody well does as well. Okay, so that's that mixed. Let's bring in the Dio. So we're gonna, maybe it was a bad move putting them in there, but we'll start pouring at this end and just let it find its path. To start with, find its natural. We'll just get a couple of these pokey sticks just to get it to go into the corners. You can work with it a little bit. Probably far too much. Oh, what a mess I've made. Pick it off in a minute. And again. Far too much. Wasted a lot of money now. Never mind. You learn by your mistakes, as they say. Let's just drag it a little bit up his bank so it's right. Let's see if I can get some rid of some of these air bubbles. I did have a piece of log that I was going to pop in there. Where did I put it? Well, it sets. Well, it's disappeared now, unless I put it up there. There we are. Just a bit of wood floating down between it, I think. Come on off here with these ones. Let's just everything seems to be holding, which is good news. So let's just go around again and just make, let me sticks to everything, doesn't it, eh? Let me just match it up to the sides. So it doesn't try to look too uniform, like that bit there. See, I don't mind the little bits that aren't in the river because it's a murky, dirty river, so I'm not too bothered about the bits in it. In fact, I may even sprinkle just a few in there. I'll have to take this glove off though. Oh, horrible stuff. Let's just sprinkle a few leaves, I think, in that river. I know you can't see the rocks underneath, but I'll just pause that 2 seconds and I'll be back in a minute. Right, sorry about that. It was bloody no bloody number again. Bloody unknown. I hate them bloody things. So I'm just going to sprinkle, not a lot, just on the top, and then I'm going to put the give it a good 24 hours to to dry. Okay, so let's put that lid on there. So we've no leakage, which is a good start. I've not got too much bloody resin poured. I could have got away with 200. Maybe no, 150 I could have got away with probably. But you live and learn. None of us know. I know not to put too much in now, so let's just go back against any more air bubbles. But it'll be a slow moving stream. I'm only going to put a little bit, well obviously I'm going to give it 24 hours to set, and then I'll be doing a bit of Modge Podge on it, and then the compress with the gun, just blow it, just a few ripples because it's a slow moving stream. Stinks like, I must admit, it does smell. So I think I'm quite happy with that. Apart from that bit there, it should be a bit further in here, under the water probably. There we go. There we go. Right. So let me just take this other bloody condom off my hand for now. Yeah, so I don't know, it's not bad, it's come out reasonable. It's like a green, foul, smelly river, browny, greeny, horrible river in the middle of nowhere, so there's not going to be much about in there. So yeah, I'm going to give that a good 24 hours to dry now, and then we'll be back with the Modge Podge, just to give it a few like ripples along the top, not, you know, so you can see it's moving, the water's actually moving then. And then I've got a bit of what you call damp earth or wet water, and I've got wet effects from a Wilder, and I'm just going to, in the banks, just gradually fade a little bit in where the dampness is on the sides. So apart from that, I think I'm quite happy with that for me sort of really first attempt at doing a deep water pour. Yeah, I've probably done it wrong, or people will say, oh, you've done that wrong, you should have used this, should have used that, but I don't give a flying you know what really about what people think, as long as it works for me, that's all I'm bothered about. Right, so I'll just put that to the side, and I'll just show you where I am up to at the moment with other bits and pieces for the diorama. So I'll have to get that cleaned as well. So I'll just put that paint back for a start. Khaki, I can go there. Right, so let's just bring in the Whippet. So the Whippet now is apart from, still haven't put let's zoom in a bit. I'll zoom out and bring it in and bring the light down. Yeah, so I've got one figure there on there, so you know he's sitting on there. I haven't glued him down yet because I'm not 100% sure where I want him, but I think he's going to go there. So where are we at? I need to bring that. I need to put. I tell you what, I'll just move this completely out of the way. Apart from the resin cup, which I shall dispose of in due course. I'll make something else with that bit that's not going to be used. I'll just pop that on that nice straight piece of, so it sets up. No, it's not going to set there, is it? It's going to have to come back down. No good up there. The only flat place I've got is here. So I'll have to set up there. Never mind, can't do nothing about that, but there you go. Right, so let's just see if we can actually see this bloody thing without... It's a bad light today, that, you know. There we go. As you can see, there we are. I've got one bloke sitting on there. He's just admire, you know, a bit of fresh air for him, I suppose. And I have another couple of figures to go on there as well. Once I finish painting them. At the moment, I've got this one. Oh, where are we at? There we go. He's getting there. He's getting there. It's just a... We're getting there with him. Just needs his face finished and that, and he'll be okay. Not the best light again, is it? It's bad light today for some reason. I don't know why. Let me just put my arm up here. This is one of the resin figures that I got from AliExpress. The 5 figures from World War One. He's got a walking stick. He's just sitting there casually. So his face has got to be finished yet. So, but we're getting there with it. We're getting there with it. Bit of brass on the buttons like they used to have. Need to sort his eyes out. It looks like he's got 2 panda eyes at the moment. But yeah, getting there. And another one that's standing talking to him. I presume he will be in this diary anyhow. Which again is nowhere near finished yet, which is just a... But I can't, I've lost his bloody helmet. I can't find the bugger anywhere, so I'm going to have to see if I can find something in my spares. I've lost the bloody British helmet, so that's why he's... Looks like he's got a rash on top of his head. I'll peel all that off and start again on that. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, we're getting there with them. We're getting there. And there's a couple of little bits and pieces which I'm working on. Just a little bit of a barbed wire fence. Just a little touch of a barbed wire fence on the corner as well. Nothing too much, just making that out of... well, basically the fence is going to be just some matchsticks and 2 cotton buds with a cotton stick with a cocktail stick in between, holding them together so I get the right length that I wanted. But yeah, hopefully I can get this finished by the weekend. So now I've got the resin poured. That's going to be left for a good 24 hours, obviously until it's hard. And then we can start on the finishing it off. That's been a long build, but I'm going to get them bloody things on them there. The tore off. This is the barbed wire, which I've got coloured so far. Where are we gone? Where are we gone? She's just had a rush wash at the moment. That needs a bit more doing to it. And that's just something simple. 2 figures talking to each other and a piece of thing in the background. Voila, that'll do me. Right, so it won't be back until at least 24 hours, so I can do anything. But in the meantime, I'll probably going to do another sort of an introduction to the next build that I'm going to do. So hang fire for that. Should be along at some point today. So this is Greg signing off, and thank you again for viewing, and we'll see you very, very soon. Right, gentlemen, we're back again. It's set now. It's been good 24 hours since I actually poured the resin. There's a couple of little air bubbles that I've missed, but it's not too devastating. I can hide those. But the colour and everything has come out quite nice. Got the leaves in there as well. Obviously, it's not a clean rivet. It's only like a slow-moving, well, stream more than anything really. And to finish it off, I'm going to use some Modge Podge gloss luster. So all you have to do, apparently, so I've been told or shown, I've never used this yet, oh yes I have once, is start with, it's just dab, can you see where I'm at? Just dabbing it on. I don't want it moving too fast, so I don't want too much on. Obviously it dries clear, so these leaves will be seen again. Anyway, put a touch more on. I just carry on doing this. Just needs a little touch more. Let's see if I've got in these corners. I'll come from this side a bit easier, will it? No. I'll do halfway, and then still think it could do it a bit more there. Right, so apparently, if I just switch my compressor on for a second, make sure I've got nothing in it. Pull pressure up a little bit. Apparently, if you just a bit more on this look. That's better. Yeah, it's blown off there. Just put a bit of that on there and roll it back over. Linky neck, stay where you were. There you go. Right, let's just leave it for now. I'll start the other side. Should be enough air in that compressor by now. Knock itself off, it hasn't been doing recently, so I must have a leak somewhere. So I'll just carry on again. Start from here. I have to blow it all the same way though. I'm very hard for myself by putting the wood across before I'd finished it really, but you live and learn, as they say. You live and learn. Okay, turn it back round and we'll start again. bit there. Right, I think I shall leave it at that. So I don't know how long that's going to take to dry. I wouldn't have a clue. Let me have a look at the side of the container. If I can find it in English. It says 15 to 20 minutes, but we shall see. We shall see. So hopefully that'll give me a nice sort of a slow moving ripple effect, one would hope. So then all I've got to do really after that is position the tank and clean up the which I've made a start on this, cleaning up the sides ready for a I think I'll just varnish it. I might just give it a dark wash first and then just varnish it. I think that will be the best thing. I think nice and clean and then varnish it, and then the tank on the top, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. So I'll leave this to dry, and we'll see what sort of effect we've got off that, and then we'll go from there. So catch you very, very soon. Right, we're back again, ladies and gentlemen, with the final reveal. I say I've skipped ahead a couple of things. The water worked fine with the Modge Podge. Got a nice few ripple, like a little few ripples in the water, indicating it's slowly moving. It was quite nice. So I've added a couple of little bits and pieces to the Dio and just tidied up things. Painted the wood on the outside. Just needs varnishing, but I thought, well, I can varnish it at a later date. So without further ado, let's have a look around it. I've got one of these magic turntables. So as you can see, the water will come out quite well with the leaves and all the debris in it, so that's why it's like a murky river. It's more like a back stream really, isn't it, with crap in it and everything. And as you can see, there's the Whippet. Got the man sitting on the top, so it looks like a sergeant, and a gentleman with a walking stick. I don't know his rank, but I did have another figure to go on, but I've lost his bloody helmet and I haven't got one in my stash, another one of those, this one here. So I'll have to find a helmet and add him to at a later date, I think. It's a shame, but there you go. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this. It took ages again as normal. I don't seem to spend as much time as I did in the cave. But obviously one thing and another, but yeah, there's no point in rushing these things, so just take my time. Keeps stopping and starting, doesn't it? Never mind. Never mind. There we go. I'll let you have a look at it, I'll be quiet. Like I say, most of the stuff on there is foraged. Only the grass tufts and the static grass and the reeds. All the rest of it's foraged. Obviously the resin. Nice little kit. Interesting little build as well. I was just trying to compare the Meng one with the tack-on one. Only difference I can see with the tack-on one is apparently it's got ammo storage boxes on the back of the tank. That's the only difference I can see. The detail looks pretty much the same. I don't know about the tracks, but it's almost like nearly double the price as well for the tack-on one. So I think this is a winner really, the Meng one. So just the tracks just need, they do clip, but they just don't hold quite firmly enough. But they're a nice track, a nice little detail. I know there's not a lot of detail on these First World War tracks, but what detail there is nice. So that's the end of the Whippet and Diorama build. So I'll be doing a video for my next build, which I'm going back to the company that I build for, which I'll be doing their stuff next again, which is the girodesign.com. That's all I'm going to say at the moment. I've got another one planned for that. I'll do a sort of an introduction to the build of what I'm going to be using, and we'll go from there. So I think let's let it rip around to the front again and then we'll stop it. So thank you very much for sticking with this long build as mine seem to be at the moment. Thank you very much to all my subscribers, new and old, and I really appreciate the feedback. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very soon with the next build.